Hey, what's going on? It's Fist. I just wanted to cover this latest patch. I'll leave the link in the description below. You can voice your opinion, how you feel one way or the other. It's totally up to you. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I feel like a couple things. And I'm just going to say them right now. It's you develop the game for 3 years, and then all of a sudden, within a week and a half, we have such drastic changes. We've never seen this type of changes before. Even when the game comes out, but on a beta, a week and a half, game gets completely changed for some reason, even though it's been internally tested for 3 years. I think there was a video along the lines that says, the guys are badass, straight from Von's mouth about internal testers, and they would know what is what and what's going to be what, and he's had this pompous attitude about his internal testers. If there was anything ever wrong, that he would know, and that's how they would gauge the changes. Or how about the other one? Data from the black box tells us that this weapon needs to be changed. But this game is a new game. It's not Black Ops 2. It is Black Ops 3. All I'm looking for is some consistency out of David Vonderhaar. Meaning that, if you're going to grade the game on black box terminology, then use it for that. Just say, okay, the information was given us from the black box. But how do you get that data within less than a week and a half to make that change? So you're not consistent with that. You're not consistent with the fact of how confident you are when you develop the game over 3 years and have your internal testers say that this game is, whenever they test it, they're going to tell you what's wrong with it. You just automatically, off the cuff, based on Reddit posts, it seems like to me that his social appearance online is more important than developing a brand new game that everybody's having fun with. For some reason, he thinks he's got to change the game. I don't know how you could change a beta that fast without letting people and fully expressing themselves. And to take a portion of what just a few people say on a Reddit forum doesn't really represent the majority of the people who play the game. I thought everybody was having fun the way it was. I think you should let people explore and figure out if there's a way or a counter to everything. 3 years of testing should tell you, when I looked at everything online, there's a lot of stuff that counters everything in the game. And to just be changing everything just throws everything right out of balance. And for example, the M8, it's a burst weapon. You can pull it multiple times on the trigger, and based on your skills of shooting the weapon, you'd be able to kill somebody. But the fact is, you check the weapon, the M8, and you idled how many times that weapon could shoot. But for some reason, the pistol isn't idle. You can shoot the pistol as many times as you want, multiple times, but that for some reason isn't idle. And then some of the other stuff that's been changed in the game, like a lot of the weapons seem to me that have been changed, and you can look in the link that have slowed down the time to kill somebody. So I don't know how, when you develop a new game that's based on movement, people haven't even explored how to move in this game. So that's the point of time to kill, because you're in vulnerable spots when you're running on the wall and jumping and moving all around. Isn't that the point of the game? If the time to kill does expand and the weapons take longer to kill people, then all I have to do is set up on travel areas and just take the weapons that give me the best opportunity in setting up and posting up on people. And then moving right along, and lastly, the specialist. It is a hybrid into the game, meaning it gives you an extra special ability, a score streak, or a kill streak, or whatever you want to call it. And every single specialist has been tweaked down. And so why add this fun factor into the game if you're going to take it away from people? Isn't that what the internal testing is for? Yeah, Rejack, you keep your streaks in you. And then David Vonderhaar tweeted something. Yeah, Rejack kept its streaks, and that was a bug. I just think that's a kind of a skittish statement on his Twitter, when in Black Ops 1 and Last Stand, you could keep your streaks, and they never fixed that. So obviously you knew about the bug back then and you didn't fix it, so why are you fixing it now? So I don't understand why it's being fixed now, and I don't care, if it was or wasn't. I think Rejack is still a good specialist with a combination of other things. But to sit there and and change every single specialist and to slow it down and for it to take longer to accumulate so you can use it, like what's the point in that? If anything, it should be sped up, and that creates a bigger variable in the game. The more variables you have in the game, the more exciting it is. Now what this patch tells me is that Vaughn is funneling this game down to Black Ops 2 style of play. Really slow, mundane, time to kill. And lastly, by doing this by default and not changing the sniper rifles, you're giving the sniper rifles the same amount of power, but you slow down all the other characters. So that by default, the snipers are going to be stronger. I just don't understand this. Why would you develop a Black Ops 3 and give us all this great content and a beautiful beta on the PS4, change it on the Xbox One, and then probably going to be changed when the game comes out? Why not just release a Black Ops 2 DLC if that's what you're going to funnel it down to? Anyway, that's where I'm at 2 cents. I'm out of here. Peace.